the dust swirling, the crowd roaring, and the tension mounting as cowboys take on the challenges of the rodeo circuit. But hold on to your cowboy hats, folks, because we've got a bit of a dust-up in the rodeo world. Word on the circuit is that some bull riders and trainers were caught in a bit of a cheating scandal. Now, cheating in bull riding? You might wonder how on earth that's even possible in a sport where you're literally just trying to stay on top of a ton of muscle and fury for a few seconds. Well, where there's competition, there's sometimes a few shady maneuvers lurking in the dust. All right, let's rustle up some rodeo drama and meet those who dared to toe the line of fairness and got caught in the act. Now, soaking here does not mean putting a bull under an ice shower. Here, it means something that's so against sportsmanship and, of course, the law. Soaking in bull riding refers to tactics used by some riders to wear out the bull before the ride even begins. This can include actions like pulling and re-pulling the rope multiple times, or sitting on the bull for longer than necessary while still in the chute. The aim is to tire the bull out, making it less energetic and potentially easier to ride. But wearing the bull out could result in a lower score because a tired bull won't perform as well. That's why soaking the bulls? Well, for some riders, it's better to get a qualifying ride with a tired bull than risk a no score with a more energetic one. Additionally, some riders might soak a particularly tough bull to get a better re-ride opportunity. If a bull underperforms, the rider can appeal for a re-ride. Judges will grant a re-ride if they believe the bull didn't perform up to the event standards indicated by a red flag. In this way, riders can get an unfair advantage. Brazilians are notoriously known for pulling the rope tighter than most, cutting off the bull's air supply. It's hard to say if any Brazilian rider did not practice soaking once in their career. Adriano Moraes, a Brazilian bull rider, went 10 in 2004, but it turned out he had several guys pulling the bull's rope so tightly that it could have cut the bull in two, leaving the bull unable to buck properly. Another Brazilian bull rider, Ednei Caminhas, was also accused of bull soaking. If you remember, he was the one who rode on Dillinger and tried to mess him up in the chute. As a result, Dillinger kicked and broke his own hock and ended his career. Another young bull, stone sober, was soaked for so long that he barely made an effort when the gate opened, leading to a re-ride being awarded. After years of letting Brazilian bull riders wallow, soak, and dull the edge of these top PBR bulls, the PBR has finally set a time limit. Riders have now 1 minute to call for the gate to open once the bull rope is pulled. Edgar Oliveira, a Brazilian bull rider, was disqualified for 12 months when he took longer than this allowed time in the chute during round 1 of the Nampa Invitational. Many other Brazilians were disqualified in this matter. However, a new rule might be needed, as those Brazilian riders have started taking extra time to adjust their bull ropes. If you tell any rodeo lover that Tough Cooper and Timber Moore were caught cheating at rodeo, their hearts will shatter into a million pieces. Tough Cooper, a 3-time world champion, and on the other side, we have Timber Moore, a top-ranked roper who qualified for 7 Wrangler National Finals. But their success met a lawsuit that tarnished their rodeo reputation and left a stain on it forever. It was March 1, 2015 at the American Rodeo. Cowboys from all over the country gathered to compete with the tantalizing promise of a $1 million bonus reward. Among the competitors were some of the biggest names in rodeo: Tough Cooper, Timber Moore, Cole Bailey, and Reese Reamer. According to a lawsuit, Cole Bailey was approached by Tough Cooper. The two had qualified for the finals along with Timber Moore and Reese Reamer. Cooper told Bailey of his plan to rig the final round. The proposal was straightforward. Bailey and Reamer would rope first, setting a benchmark. Cooper and Moore, who would rope after them, would intentionally underperform, and the 4 of them would split the reward. However, Bailey refused. The rodeo continued as planned, and Reamer emerged victorious. After the event, Bailey alleged that Cooper approached him again and told him that the 3 top finishers would be splitting their winnings. But this alleged scheme reached the ears of RFD TV Events, the operator of the American. The company launched an investigation, and within days, stopped payment on Reiner's winning check of $517,000. This action set off a legal chain reaction. The controversy didn't stop there. RFD-TV responded by filing its own lawsuit in Tarrant County Civil Court against Cooper and Moore, detailing the allegations of a fix at the 2015 rodeo. The legal battles were intense, but eventually they were resolved through undisclosed settlements, leaving the details of the resolution shrouded in mystery. But this became the first ever rigging incident in the history of rodeo. Steroids are notoriously known to be used by athletes to illegally improve their performance. For this reason, cowboys have been tested many times in rodeo. Now, you might be thinking a four-legged beast that weighs up to 2,200 pounds doesn't already have enough testosterone. Yes, they do, but some bull owners are reportedly injecting their bulls with anabolic steroids to turn them into unbeatable monsters. Jerry Nelson, a bull trainer, admitted that steroid use was so widespread that he decided to try it himself. He observed that his bulls became more aggressive and muscular, but they also suffered side effects like changes in hair color and sterility, which reduced their value as breeders. So he quickly stopped using steroids. Though just one trainer confessed to steroid use in bulls, this practice dates back to the 1990s and continued in the 2000s. However, suspicions of drug use increased in 2004 when empty syringes were found outside the bulls' pens during the Professional Bull Riders World Finals in Las Vegas, which raised concerns with the board of directors. And then, for the first time in history, the Professional Bull Riders Inc. (PBR) carried out steroid tests on the 5 bulls competing for the 2008 Bull of the Year award. This decision was backed by many speculations that pointed out illegal steroid use by the powerful bulls of that decade. For example, the Great Bucking Bull used to take an average of 3.64 seconds to buck a cowboy off his back, and the next season, this 7-year-old 1,350-pound beast reduced his time to 3.48 seconds, which raised many questions, and that was the reason he became the first bull to be tested for steroids. Though the result turned out to be negative, since then, the testing system and policy were established. In a PBR's versus Invitational event, one bull was tested to be positive, and serious disciplinary actions were taken against the stock contractor. Just like any other sport, a bull riding game had some rules for a level playing field. But the rules against cheating were not many in the early 70s and 80s, but gradually, the rule book started getting filled up because of the cheating scandals questioning the capabilities of both bulls and riders. For instance, the PBR has taken the issue of steroid use in bulls so seriously that they created an entire PBR Bull Testing Committee. This committee introduced a steroid testing policy, which has obligated steroid tests on the bulls before every season. Similarly, as discussed earlier, the PCRA rules around chute procedures have been tightened in response to increasing bull soaking incidents. The rule number 18-14 of the 2008 official rulebook says riders now have a set time limit to call for the gate to open once the bull rope is pulled. Taking too long can result in fines starting at $2,000 and doubling with each offense. Judges also have the authority to disqualify riders who delay excessively, as we've seen in the case of Oliveira. Besides, Rule 21-8 mentions strict action against riders or trainers cheating in bull riding. This enforcement ensures that the integrity of the sport is maintained and that all competitors have a fair chance. Cheating or attempting to cheat results in major disciplinary actions, which is a must-have to ensure honesty and sportsmanship in bull riding. Here you go with some cheating scandals in bull riding. Share in the comments which scandal surprised you the most.